Commissioner of Police Joe Chow took the helm of Hong Kong's 27,000-strong force in April. In his first exclusive interview with the Post, he lays out his strategies to spearhead the force in tackling new challenges and meeting the public's higher expectations. Commissioner, welcome and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
As one of his major strategies, the police chief said he would ramp up the use of technology in policing. So how does he evaluate an ongoing pilot scheme for drone patrols?
Honestly, it's very, very effective, I would say. The border district that we deployed a programmed drones to fly over to do some sort of checks or patrol along the border fence. So, of course, it's more effective, and also we can save some manpower for this. We can have a better view. It's a bird's eye view. If you patrol by human beings, that we can only, I would say the vision is quite limited. After we pass through, and then we can't see the back. But for the drones, that at least we can see quite extensive coverage. But for the urban side, in Yaoqing, it's not only solely on burglary, but also for some prevention, and then we will do some broadcast, and then to remind the neighborhood to be careful about maybe the windows. They have to make sure the windows are locked or closed, and because of the drones that we have detected 4 cases, 2 dangerous drug cases, and also 2 pickpocketing cases. So this is also because of the pilot. So I would say this is pretty much satisfied, I say. And at the same time, I also ask the new territories to see, because in the rural areas there's sometimes there are some theft of vehicle cases. So that's why I also ask them to deploy the drones and then to do some patrol, because sometimes it's even if we use the mobile patrol, that may be the area may be limited. So I also ask them to use the drones.
With some encouraging results showing now, do you think the upcoming second phase of the pilot scheme can actually go further beyond burglary prevention into more proactive urban presence of drones?
Yeah, yes. This is also what we want, what we are aiming at. But of course, this is the first part, and it very much depends on the evaluation.
Chow has also previously floated the idea to use robot dogs in the city's policing efforts. Will Hong Kong follow the example of mainland China on this?
Well, we have tried, for the robot dogs to do some checks or patrol in the detention cells to see the effectiveness, to see if it's better than the CCTV or the humans. At the same time, after we procured the robots or robot dogs, and we also maintain quite close liaison with the mainland counterparts, and we always have some discussion with them, and then to see how we can learn from each other, and then to see if there's any good experience or where we can learn.
You've mentioned trying to use robot dogs to patrol detention cells rather than CCTVs or human patrols. What's the difference between these types of patrols?
Well, at least the CCTV, even though now most of the the detainee they are aware of the CCTV, but still we need some police to check the cell, and then to see if there's anything, maybe there's some blind spots. But if we can deploy the robot dogs, maybe that can also save some manpower. So that's why we are thinking about this, but we just tried, and there's no definite answer, and then into whether we can really rely on the robot dogs for this, or perhaps later that this is only part of the studies. We will continue to see how in other areas, just like what you said, maybe in future, maybe we can deploy them for patrol, or maybe deploy them in some crowd management the operations, and or even like a lot of other major events, mega events, that whether we can make good use of that.
Another focus for the police chief is on improving training opportunities for police officers, including overseas. How does training overseas and on the mainland differ?
Well, you just can't differentiate, okay, mainland and overseas is different. Actually, policing is policing, right? Police around the world, no matter whether you work in the mainland, you work in Hong Kong, Macau, or in overseas, that sometimes we speak the same language. We have to face similar problems like deception, scams. Around the world, we share the same. So that's why it's not, okay, we just can't say, oh, it's totally different, because mainland we can have a different type of expertise, and then overseas is different. So it's more or less the same.
And you're taking on the helm at a time when public support has just begun to recover. What's your next goal for the force, and can popular support return to peak levels under your term?
Well, the transparency is one of the issues, the key issues, that the general public, especially nowadays, the technology is so advanced, the social media platform is so popular, that people would like to know more about why and how, and whether you can assure us, the police can assure the Hong Kong public that, okay, Hong Kong is continued to be one of the most safest, stable cities. I would also say, when we look at the crime figures for the first 5 months, per se, this year, the 2025, the situation is very much stable. And the traditional crime that attract the public attention, like the robbery, burglary, has been dropping quite significantly. So this is also that we have to assure again. But of course, yes, some other crimes is on the rise, like the deception, but at least the rise has been, at least it's not like the percentage of the increase is not like in the previous years. So we think that in the previous years, what we have done, well, we see the results now. So we hope that we can continue this kind of efforts.